Today's horoscope from AstroCademy, Gemini October 7, 2024. Getting in better touch with your goals bolsters your confidence today. Going your own way in your work or with your routines is satisfying. Later today, however, a Mercury-Mars square comes into influence, and it can lead to a feeling of being pressured. A difference of opinion can bother you more than it typically would, perhaps because you feel rushed in other areas of life. Try to pull back on the pressure, and avoid overloading yourself with things to do. This transit can stir tendencies to push, nitpick, and argue. However, jumping into action before getting all the facts is probably not the best choice today. A slight shift in the energetic frequency of life began yesterday. This is because mighty Mars, the red planet of action, energy, and strength, began a pre-shadow phase. He will be spinning primarily back and forth in your solar house of productivity, which could see your work and life balance start to spiral out of control. The best thing to do is to consult your significant other about how you can work as a team to manage things better, even though it may feel chaotic and out of your control. Don't stress. You will be able to weather the storm. Try as you may get very little far. All of your energy will begin to dwindle once the pre-shadow period for Mars retrograde begins. You could lose motivation for a job search or feel like it is generally tricky to roll out of bed to get to work. Since the upcoming Mars retrograde could be professionally brutal, you may want to think about how you can combat this energy. Get into a routine to establish productive habits now to avoid feeling burnt out and unmotivated later on. Every now and then it's important to check your medicine cabinet and throw out the old medicines that you've had for too long. Check the dates, and if they are old, into the garbage they go, in sealed containers, preferably, to protect animals and young children. While you're there, check out how much fun stuff you have in your cabinet. Are there essential oils and Epsom soaks that you forgot about? Lemon balm is a powerful nerve tonic, and when taken as a tea, supplement, or essential oil, it can do wonders to instill you with a sense of calm and well-being. Today's vibrations are going to bring the temperature up a notch in your private life 20. They will encourage you to express your feelings for better or worse. There will be something of the new, improvised and passionate in the air. You will have a better understanding of your situation, desires and sentiments, and you will want to express them. You may even discover certain hidden sentiments inside yourself. As the moon transitions from an adventurous area of your chart to your career sector, where things are already aligning, your focus naturally shifts from personal exploration to professional pursuits. The recent eclipsing new moon has activated energies anchored by the Sun and supported by Jupiter, who is in his final days of direct motion within a playful and creative area of your chart. Meanwhile, the moon joins Venus in your career sector just as she collaborates with planets influencing income and job opportunities. At the same time that the moon has left an adventurous part of your chart after aligning with the Sun to create an eclipsing new moon, it is also separating from a friendly aspect to Jupiter in your romantic sector. While this briefly brought the spirit of romance and adventure together, this was just a practice run ahead of even more collaboration coming up. Our eyes in the sky. Have you ever found yourself stuck in a loop of overthinking, going over every detail, analyzing every possible angle, only to have the solution suddenly appear when you least expect it? That's the energy surrounding today, a moment where clarity may arrive when you finally let go of the need to find it. Often, the best ideas or the answers we've been seeking come to us when we stop trying to force them. It's like those times when you're trying to recall something and, as soon as you stop straining, the answer effortlessly comes to mind. Think back to a time in your life when everything just clicked, when, after what felt like endless deliberation, the path forward became crystal clear. How did that moment of clarity feel for you? Was it a wave of relief, a burst of excitement, or perhaps even a sense of surprise? These moments can feel magical, like the universe has finally revealed its plan. If you've had an experience like this, share your story. There may be someone out there right now who feels stuck and needs the reassurance that clarity will come in its own time. Your journey might offer them the hope or inspiration they need to keep moving forward. Let's talk about the challenges that might come your way today. You could encounter a few twists and turns that require flexibility and patience. But rather than seeing these as roadblocks, try to view them as part of the natural flow of life. Every challenge is an opportunity for growth, and each detour is a chance to discover something new. Have you ever embarked on a journey with a plan in mind, only to find that you needed to change course midway through? And maybe that change, though unexpected, ended up being the best thing that could have happened? Success is rarely a straight line. Life often takes us on a winding path filled with unexpected turns, but those turns can be rich with valuable lessons. If you've ever experienced a setback that turned out to be a blessing in disguise, share your experience with us. Your story might be the encouragement someone else needs to help them see that even when things don't go as planned, it doesn't mean they're not on the right track. Sometimes the path that feels the most uncertain leads to the most rewarding destination. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to get so caught up in the rush of getting things done that we forget to enjoy the process. Have you ever been so focused on ticking off items on your to-do list that you lost sight of the bigger picture, the joy, the moments of connection, or the sense of accomplishment along the way? Today's energy is a reminder to slow down and savor each step of the journey. Life isn't just about reaching your goals, it's about finding meaning, joy, and satisfaction in the process of getting there. Take a deep breath, give yourself permission to slow down, and remember that the journey is just as important as the destination. It's okay to take your time. By allowing yourself to move through life more mindfully, you'll not only accomplish more, but you'll also experience more joy along the way. And then there are those days when, on the surface, everything seems fine, but underneath, something just feels a little off. Have you ever felt like that? You're not alone. We all experience these moments when our emotions don't quite align with the world around us. Today's planetary energy might be stirring up exactly that kind of feeling, a sense of emotional disconnection or confusion. It can be unsettling when you can't quite put your finger on why you feel the way you do, but here's the good news: it's okay to feel like this. You don't need to fix it or overanalyze every emotion. Sometimes, the best way to navigate these emotional ups and downs is to simply acknowledge what you're feeling without judgment. Allow yourself to experience those emotions without the pressure to change them. Have you ever noticed that when you stop resisting a bad mood and just let yourself feel, it tends to pass more quickly? Tension, frustration, or confusion can be fleeting if you don't fight against them. Be gentle with yourself today. These emotions are temporary, and on the other side of them, there's brighter, more uplifting energy waiting to fill your spirit.